Hey, good morning, everybody. Oops. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. I just wheeled that out of the way. This is the professor with Day Trading for Success. So today I'm trading with a pretty large group of people, and I'm mic'd up, as you can see. And we're going to be testing the RV strategy. What we do on this channel is we trade different strategies that are in different books and different experts, and we take them out for a run with professional traders to see how viable they are. We've been doing that for a while. So this one is the RV strategy, and that does not stand for relative volume. That stands for recreational vehicle, believe it or not, and that means that it can move a distance, but in a very controlled and comfortable manner. Please read this disclaimer. I am not a licensed financial advisor, and I am a professional trader, but I am not licensed to give you advice. So you should seek the advice of somebody you trust before you try to emulate any of these strategies. So remember that, and then trade in a simulator and get green. So let me go over what we have here. This is a layout that's designed to trade 4 different strategies. I kind of have a bunch of charts minimized, so it looks like a mess, but once we get into today's strategy, nothing's really going to be in the way, but it allows me to set up things very, very quickly. So this is a 1-minute chart. Now what we offer on this, besides showing you different ways to trade, we don't sell any courses. I don't sell my ability as a mentor. We just show you different ideas, and hopefully you can garner enough information from that to maybe make $100 a day, $200 a day, $300 a day. So we're not abdicating any one particular strategy over another, because I can't advise you to do that. So what we do on this channel, the only way we monetize is by you watching, subscribing, giving a thumbs up, and we really appreciate that because I'd like to pay for a tiny staff here. So we're fairly new, and we're growing fairly quickly, and we're still trying to make enough off of video, the video recordings here to maybe make an income. Now I'm going to talk about books because I do promote books. I'm a strong advocate of books. So we'll go into that in a minute too, but watching all you can, reading all you can, and seeing demonstrations is the quickest way to learn, but you should give yourself 2 to 3 years to really become a good scalper. If you got successful prior to that, you probably got lucky. Obviously, there's exceptions to every rule, but I'm just saying. So besides offering free layouts and free scripts, we just teach. That's all we give. So we're not charging for courses or anything like that. So you'll come across this script, which I designed myself. Now I wasn't always a scalper, but 4 or 5 years ago, I really got into scalping and day trading rather than more long-term swing trading or, long positions with money managers. So I realized that if you don't know how to read level 2 well, and even if you do, this indicator is a really good advantage, and at least it was for me, and that's why I designed it to be this way. So let me explain what this is, and it is totally free. This isn't a sales pitch. So the blue column is volume. The green is buyers and the red line is sellers, right? Then up here it shows you the percentage of those inside any candle, updated every second to show you the sentiment inside right after the level 2 sales go off, and the ticker gives it to the candlestick pattern, and then it reconciles immediately to this histogram. So you can literally jump on a move, see 100%, 88%, jump on a move going long by looking at this. Now, some people would say, oh, that's not as good as level 2. And if you're really good at reading level 2, this is obviously price action prior to the sale being made, bought or sold, right? So if you can, remember, you have to multiply this by 100, and 50 to 70% of this is hidden. So in some ways, even if you're really good, it's really only good for momentum stocks, small cap, micro cap, because we're trading large cap here, and I'll go over that in a minute. So these numbers aren't really going to affect the price much, but if you're really good at it, you're going to get some information out of this. You got to deal with spoofers and algorithms and not seeing everything. What I really like about this, and why I always use it, is this just happened. Yes, it just happened, but it just happened. So you can capitalize on stuff that happened, not that's about to happen, that they may pull their trades away and spoof you, or the algorithms might mess with you. This actually happened. What you just heard there, by the way, was a ringing from another indicator that I have over here. I have a bunch of screens around me that is an alert when we hit a trend, because I have a bunch of trades going on. So check out the custom scripts. Just type in, free custom script or free scripts or custom scripts on the little eyeglass on the channel, and all these videos will come up. Or free layout. Start with the word free and a whole bunch of stuff comes up, and then you go under the information of that video, and there's links to get them, just as there is for the books that I'll go over in a minute. So this is a really important one to get to move in if you're a scalper or a day trader. I have a minimized day chart down here. This is the level 2. This is the active trader tool. This is a 15-minute chart, a 5-minute chart with the RSI and the MACD histogram here. Then I have another 5-minute minimized, a 30-minute, 1 hour, 4-hour day, 5-minute on the SPY, 5-minute on the QQQ, 1 day on the VIX, and then the news down here for trading AMD today. 1,000 shares. Everybody's going to be trading market. Everybody's trading the same thing, so there's no FOMO, and we're all going to test out this strategy. Now, I have lots of recordings of us testing out this strategy. I run it about 90% with this strategy. I'm not advocating that you should do it in any way, shape, or form. You make your own decisions. I just recently got warned about that again, even though I say every single video that I'm not a licensed financial advisor. I personally like this strategy, okay, as I do the open strategy. Now, this strategy was put out by the $1 Million Margin Club, and I'll go over the details in just a moment. I have a link to their book called Day Trading Volume 1 that came out last year in March, April, and it became an instant bestseller. Basically, it's the only book out there that has a large cap range-bound strategy, and they talk about it in detail, why all these lines are here, how you set them up, and how you trade in between them. And I know on this channel, we've gotten a couple millionaires in the comments. We have people that are making $2,000 to $5,000 every week and more. Just read through those comments. There's thousands of people in the comments, so read through those so you can see for yourself. I get tons of emails too. So between this and their open strategy, I really like the $1 Million Margin Club, which is a group of professional traders that I was once in. And I do advocate what they do. I like what they do, but you have to make your own choices. So that book is going to be all about that. I'll have a link to it, Day Trading Volume 1. Trading in the Zone, Mark Douglas, a must. You need to get that book. Now, probably if you're a professional trader, and I know we have a lot of them watching this channel, a lot of them that trade on here, you already own these books. But if you don't and you're new, spend a tiny bit of money to learn faster, accelerate your curve, and get Trading in the Zone. And basically what Mark Douglas, who's passed away now, unfortunately, is going to teach you is to trust yourself and assume that every trade is a losing trade. Okay, you have to have your share size set in a way where you're not going to get emotional about holding on and go, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, and that it affects you. So if you're feeling that way to hold through the move, that means you need to cut your share size. Anyway, there's a lot more in that book. And I know that the $1 Million Margin Club YouTube channel, $1,000,000-Margin Club, actually has a review on a video because they're a book reviewing YouTube channel, and they have one for that, Day Trading Volume 1. The other one I'm going to mention is the Candlestick Pattern Playbook, which is a whole group of traders that they use their information from after COVID to see how the patterns had changed so much and how much more accurate. I mean, the accuracy of the patterns had changed so much. The patterns are the same, but some of the ones that are for the day trade, only for day trading, suddenly became much more accurate for intraday trading. So that data was compiled by thousands of traders and then put in a book, and they're all thanked in there. And it is so accurate. It even comes with flashcards. And you really need to learn your patterns if you're going to scalp or be a day trader. So there's two amazing books. The Best Loser Win, did I mention that? That's another one, Tom Hougaard. So that would be the fourth book. You're going to want to get that one. And then finally, there's another one by the $1 Million Margin Club that's sort of like a crossword puzzle book about patterns that really helps you teach. The other one has a flashcards, the candlestick pattern playbook. So those 5 books I would highly recommend. Now, if we're going to trade, I'm talking fast because we're about to trade, so I'm getting ready, and now I'm going to be quarterbacking, but everybody is responsible for their own trades. I have no shortage of people that want to trade with me, obviously, but they are responsible for their own trades. So let me open up one of these minimized day charts down here. Every one of these candlesticks is a day. So how you set up for this strategy, you look at the day before here. If you look to the right of my picture, it's $128.67, right? And then you go down here to the ATR. That is the average true range of this stock, price range, over a 14-day period. How much does it move up or down on average over a 14-day period? I go back over that candle. It'll show you $8.58. So what you do then in order to get the center of that range from the last day close is you divide that $8.58 by 2, and you subtract half of it from the close. This is the close, the bottom of a red candle, and you make an ATR low, and you add half of it to make an ATR high. Now, ATR is just one number, right? So we've done a little math to divide it into 2, so you get the center number there. This is the range that the RV strategy calls for, and we're following the strategy exactly to show you how it works. And I know I had my best day on this, I showed it on a demonstration video, was $45,000 in 30 minutes. So, I mean, it's got legs for sure, but you make your own choice. So now we have our range, and what's this mess inside there? So we've just got a couple of minutes before I start trading. So let me open up this 5-minute chart. This is a 10-day 5-minute chart, and this is called for in the strategy where you set one of your Fibonacci levels. You always do the most extreme, high or low. It could have been low too high, but it's always left to right, and you snap those two, and then these lines will open up. This is what's considered nature's mathematical formula. You're really looking for the ones in between. There's only one, but you can count on the fact that's probably going to be highly respected for traders. So that's going to give you some guidance as to when to go in and go out of a trade, or if you're already in a trade, like, hey, look out for that level. It may stop, turn around completely, rest, consolidate, something might happen. Then we open up this other 5-minute chart down here. This is set for 2 days. So you'd want to get this. I guess that's the edge of it. So this one's high to low as well, and I snapped it, and that's pink lines. And there's the ATR low, there's the ATR. We got 3 more Fibonacci levels. Now, I haven't talked about these blue lines yet. So now we have 4 levels that we want to look for to respect, right? Now the strategy calls for next you go to a 4-hour chart, and then from there a 1 hour, and then a 15-minute, then a 5-minute. But you can stop the second you've found enough historical data. I started with a 4-hour chart, and it wasn't giving me enough historical data, so I went to a 1-hour chart. So let's just open one up. Here's our ATR, right? Here are the days back, 10 days back. So there was only from today just 3, 4, 5 days that I could potentially mark an area where this candlestick, these wicks and bodies should give you an average over an hour period of where the price peaked or stopped at the open or close of a candle. That's recent historical data. The entire strategy is based on this. So you want to mark out these levels, and the way the strategy reads, trust them till that you don't. Trust them till they're broken, and then don't trust them anymore. So they're guidance. But if you have some scalping skills, and I'll show you with this layout, and then you use these different levels to help you. Now we're going to be trading over here. Then you have a pretty good chance of being successful with this strategy. So now I'm going to stretch out like a 1-minute chart. What you see here is the volume profile. I have a whole bunch of videos on how to set that up. This is set for intraday, meaning today, not one day, but literally from 4 a.m. ET, United States time. I'm on the New York Stock Exchange, and the strategy calls for you to start trading this 1/2 hour after open. That would be 10 o'clock, although sometimes I go in early. And we have a serious trend here, but this arrow is showing you at the outer value of the volume profile, so maybe you should think about turning around. Same thing here. Then this is the point of control, which is like the magnet. I have a 200 moving average. I have a 20, a 9, and then the outer values of the VWAP. There's the upper one up here, and here's the lower one. I use all of those along with multi-chart alignment, which is right over here. So let's get this so I can actually see on the 5-minute, 15-minute, and then the scalping indicator. And I use all these to decide whether to go in or not on each trade. And I will talk you through what I'm looking at. So these lines are going to help me predict fairly accurately. It seems to work really well. Like I said, I run at about a 90% in accuracy, but there are people that are better than me. They don't necessarily make as much money because they wait to be more accurate, and I reverse a lot, and I manage a bad position a lot. It's a different style of training. We run a little pool here with everybody, and sometimes the person that's has the most money is not the most accurate trader, and that is the case with me, because I will have some bad trades, but overall I'll usually make more, be in the top 2 or 3 people. But there is a pool that was donated to that. Accurate traders get a percentage of everybody else's wins, so that's kind of fun. That if you want to, and it is really good to train to be more accurate and not trade quite so crazily as I do. Now, there's going to be some slippage with 1,000 shares. There will be no trouble getting filled on a large cap. Thinkorswim, who's giving you 2.7 times liquidity, filling you within less than a second. They guarantee. So it's not going to be a problem. I'm going to look for a dip here, guys, and take this trend for a run. Let's see if we can get it down a little. I'm just going to take that right there. So I got long at 130.66. Someone's handling the chat here. So there's my long position. Now what I think is going to happen is it's going to keep pulling back like this. So I tried to get in. So if you see where my cursor is, this is about where I got in. So sort of back on, and some of these are kind of shadow wicks. They might not be exactly. You watch episode 3. It shows you how I have my layout set to be very, very sensitive. And it's not, you don't have to do that. It's the way I read. So it's not a bad idea to get your chart looking very, very fast. So the fact that this is going down again, I don't want to turn red here, but I have $1,000 max loss per trade. That might sound crazy, but we're dealing with big numbers here. I don't want to lose $1,000 on a trade, but I do have that down as my max loss. So as we're going up here and I see the volume profile price action coming here, what I'd be worried about right now is if this point of control pulled up and I'm on a long position. So I would instantly think about turning around if this point of control, no, I'm sorry. I want it to pull up. I'm sorry. I'm saying that wrong. What I'm worried about is why isn't it pulling up? That's what I'm worried about. The fact that it's not pulling up is kind of scaring me a little bit. So I would look to flip around soon, maybe at this Fibonacci level, which I highly respect. I had to listen to my own voice as to what I was saying. If I see this pull up, I'm going to stay in this position longer. So I'm getting ready to reverse based on a fib if it ever gets up there. And if it keeps going, then I will manage a bad position and get ready to turn around again. Now everybody's in the trade. Everybody's long, which is good. So I'm looking for it to at least a 50-cent psychological. Wow, oh, God. All right, well, it hit 55. I saw 63 for a second. So I banked about $800. Now I have to be really careful. If it breaks through here and hits that VWAP, I'm going to reverse again. But I really want to see this point of control come up. Yeah, I really need that point of control to come up. Before I think about going long again. So I'm going to be, since it's trending up and the 15-minute and the 5-minute are both showing up, I don't want to get stuck in a short move here, but I was trying to capture this breaking down off of that. Now, it'll talk to you about trading in channels, so this might create a channel. I don't know. On an upward trend, it's more like an escalator strategy, but it hasn't broken the ATR yet, so we're kind of like in no man's land as to what to do right here. So I'd like to see it get down to that level before I get to this support line before I get out. Now that's what they call a floor, a ceiling. Then it becomes a floor, a ceiling. So you're looking for, based on the, I'm going to take that. I got it right at 21. So I got it right at it, and it stalled on the line. So I'm going to try to catch some baby scalps here, but stay with an upward trend. And you might say, why is there so much drama on it? Just buy and hold it. You could do that for sure. This got me more money though, right? So I'm a scalper and I also enjoy it. It's an adrenaline rush. It releases endorphins. That's the reality. But you should not trade for that reason. So if you're trying to make a living trading, and that's not the primary reason I trade, but I do all right. But you don't want to necessarily emulate exactly what I'm showing here. So I'm going to hold it past this fib to see if it goes by it, but I am thinking that it's done. So wow, 94. Yeah, I'm actually gonna reverse right there and bank that 1900. So I'm gonna bank off that line and the fib level up there. I mean the VWAP upper. Nope. Didn't like the look of that. So I saw this 100% hit there on the scalpers indicator. So I banked another $80 and I went back long. I don't think it's pulling back yet. So I'm waiting a second to try to catch a pull. It did pull back. Okay. That's the pullback. So it's probably going to come down here. So I'll be red here for $200 or $300. Unless I get another chance here. No? Looking at patterns, there's nothing that's really calling us out. The scalpies are definitely, the sellers are definitely winning here. So overall, it's an upward move. That might be the extent. It kind of hit the fib and then turned back up. So overall, the long move is the way to go. Okay, that's not good. That's a dragonfly, a doji, or a possible, some people might call that a hangman, or even a rickshaw man. So know your patterns, guys. This is a reversal pattern. So if it doesn't reverse right now, it probably will soon. So I'm looking for other confirmation that might happen. So we don't have it on the 5 or the 15 minute. And the scalpers indicator is still showing a strong upward move. So it might go a little higher, but let's remember that's there. Now there's been a bunch of these happening. This one didn't turn red though. But I'm going to try to capitalize probably off the top of the VWAP outer level and that line, which is the $0.25 on the 132, or 132 seems to be being respected. So remember, whole dollars and half dollars, psychological levels that you're going to want to watch. Now this type of trading isn't for everybody. I'm going to take that 33. All right. So I got up to 2,500. Our goal today is 5,000 in 30 minutes. Let's see. So it hit that, literally hit the higher value of the VWAP and turned around. Now the VWAP is considered to be the true value of the stock at any given moment, and that's kind of, they don't look on a 1 minute chart for that usually, but you never know how people are going to read things, because it's the collective way people read it that make it happen. There's all these thousands of people creating this shape of price action, right? So, and the same thing if the volume profile pulled up and moved around. So now I'd kind of be looking for, I see some of you are still long there. Careful, guys. So I'd be looking down at this Fibonacci level to turn around. That's where I'd be looking. It hit 69 there. Cents. I'm looking at the market maker right here, guys. Sometimes a level 2 can mess you up a little bit, so be careful with this kind of price action. It moves pretty quick. Wow, so it hit 62. So I'm going to take that. What did I get that at? 59. I saw it going down. I didn't actually see. Oh, now it's going to keep going. So it broke the fib. It's resting on the 9. Now this also shows you the current candle volume as well as the last candle. So you want to keep an eye on that along with the levels to see, is there more traders going in the move going up or down? How did that end? So this is giving you a lot of really good information. You need to get it, and it's totally free. So again, we hope you subscribe. We hope you're enjoying yourself watching an entertaining video and maybe learning about what to look for when you scalp, and then maybe learning a new strategy, so or a type of strategy. So you'll see a lot. If you go into the playlist, there's a lot of RV strategy trading. There's some with competitions. There's a whole group of students that were under 18 that all had accounts opened by guardians or parents that competed on teams. And on those teams, that one of the things they said that I liked so much was that the way they learned, and they all like shook their heads, and maybe they're just trying to promote the channel, is they watched every video multiple times, and then they just got it. All the trading archive videos, it just collectively hits you like, oh, because a lot of what I'm doing, if you're just seeing it for the first time, is just like alien speak. But when you get into it, it doesn't seem like such a big mess, and you start to understand. That's why I'm trying to call these out. So you shouldn't need to see the future. The future's telling you what to do right here, and that's why I call it. It's very rare you'll see me say, I had a feeling. It does happen, and I can't articulate why I am doing what I'm doing, and that's, I don't want to ever hear that out of my mouth. Oh, I had a feeling, so I took a trade there. So I need to be able to explain every trade, and every trade needs to make sense, or I'm failing as a teacher. So that's why I'm trying to call them out as I do them. Often I will forget no-brainer stuff. Spinning top, showing a reversal. Here's a tweezer move, showing you it's going to go up. The length of the candle on the right is where this should go, according to this pattern. So, what does that put that at? That's it's up here, definitely. So you'd be right at that. So you'd be right about in the 45, you'd be 50 to 60 cents in here for this pattern to complete itself. I don't know if it will, but it seems like it's losing its way a little bit. I look at it like every time it breaks this level, a shackle's tied to it. So you've got, and it's pulling it back. So you have to be ready to react. I look like it's alive, and it helps me understand better. So there's no reversal on the 5-minute, no reversal on the 15-minute. It's another good trade. We're building up fast at the 5K, but buyers fell off here, right? Whoa, there we go. Everybody's long, right? I'm going to take that 56. So I hit it on this level. It could go up to the ATR. Any ATR is an absolute no-brainer to turn around. So, okay, well, it turned around. Now it's making a tweezer move, which is good. But it's, again, I hit it at the VWAPs moving up, so I kind of hit it right there on the VWAP. At least I tried to get as close as I could, and that was right at a level. So it stopped here before, and I went for the same. No, it didn't. I mean, it looks like it did now, but it stopped when it was down here. These were both down here. This was down here before. So, so I'm looking for it to pull back here, right there, and take a small trade there, or the next level down. This is a support too. This is the upper value of the volume profile, which isn't really giving us a lot of help today. Oh, the point of control pulled up. I didn't even see it. All right. Okay, so that I'm not sure when that pulled up, but that's the point of control, which gives it more support. But you'd want to look for it to maybe go to that level and turn around now that it's right there. So we're looking for it to suck down here, possibly. That's what the strategy would I mean, scalping would tell you to do. Look for it down there. The 131.90s are right around 132 even. That area would be a good spot to try to turn around and manage a position, a bad position if it goes against you. So it's right there. It's toying. 132 again, psychological support. So it may just never get to it. It may just turn around. It seems like it's not going to go all the way down. I will not let this go red without getting out. Wow, 99, 90, to take that, 98. So I'm a little bit above it, right at it. It looks like it hit it, but didn't give me it on the market maker. Now, they're trying to do the best in between the spread, so they say. The national best bid, ask bid, whatever they call it, NBB, whatever. Why don't I know that? But anyway, they're supposed to follow that. But when you have 1,000 shares, you get slippage, and then there's, it's moving so fast that even with the tenth of a second or second delay from the time I press this button, this can move. So you can't blame it all on them, particularly if you're doing market. But you do know you're going to get filled. You know you're going to get filled, and that's so important. So now this is going to become a resistance. We're going to want to watch that. Don't understand why someone's red. He's not even in his chair. What are you doing, man? I can only hope he's sick, but I'm not hoping he's... That came out wrong. I'm thinking that you better be dying if you jumped out of your chair and you held your position. Wow. At this point, we're almost to our 5K and you're red. So I hope you're okay, man. That's not good to see. So, okay. Well, it happens, obviously. There's still time to recover. I wish he would have hit the cover or sell button before he jumped away. It sounds like it might be something bad. So we'll keep good thoughts for him. And we'll just let that go. So, boy, that kind of puts a damper on the trading this morning, doesn't it? There's nobody else with him. He's just on Zoom, so I don't know what's going on. Assuming that somebody has his phone number. Yeah, okay. So she's going to try to use the contacts to call that number. We'll hope for the best there. I don't see any part of a body sticking up or anything, so wow, scary, huh? Money doesn't seem as important at that point, It's only like $400 down now. It'd be good if somebody just went over there and got out of the position. You could when something like that happens, by the way, you can absolutely get Thinkorswim, the brokerage, to give you back that money. If you have a reason why, let's just say he passed out or something and he's okay, you call them and you tell them, and he has a whole crap load of witnesses, so he would get his money back. And it's happened to me before where not that, but where the trade has done something funky. They're really good about that kind of stuff, like you didn't do that, you get your money back. So I always have my phone open as well in case I lose internet here, which I have a hardline Cat 7, but something goes wrong with the whole city I'm in or whatever. Somebody hits a pole that feeds an underground line, or who knows, right? Earthquake, whatever happens, hurricane. Your phone hopefully would be the other connection, and of course neither of those work. To get out of the position, then you tell them, you call when you can get a hold of them, you call them. I'm saying the phone has you have Thinkorswim on your phone, so you can literally punch out of your position. I don't mean call them to get out, but you can do that too. I used to do that when I had problems with Street Smart Edge, before Schwab bought Thinkorswim. I loved trading on Street Smart Edge. In fact, if you watch the videos, you might know the whole story where I got banned for life. I had to file a grievance. Oh, what a mess. Yeah, I had to file a trade dispute grievance with the SEC. And they proved that, by keystrokes, I was using hotkeys, that they were at fault. And they reversed it. But it was a scary time for me, a very scary time. So, all right, I waited that out. I could have captured... Whoa. All right, so let's look to see. Anywhere near that ATR, I'm out. Let's see, and is it going to hit that ATR? Wow, that went up so fast, guys. Let's take a look at that for a minute. So it hit a new high. This is the best trade of the day yet. Probably because I was talking, because I'm worried about that guy. Yeah, get ready. Whoa. Wow. So let's see if we can hit the second fib. It broke a fib. I got out there, 133.12, just at that other fib line. So now it might bang back and forth like a old Pong game here. So let's watch out. Oh, yep, somebody's waving. They got out of the position. So no, it looked like, I couldn't see, it looked like 1700 up. So it did turn around. So maybe I couldn't tell. He must have been long, right? So, all right. So hope he's okay. That was not him. Not good news. We'll try to give you an update on that. I know most people don't. They're pretty private here, but everybody's worried about stalkers. And anyway, so I'm looking for, so when you go up here, usually when you have a big gap, not usually, but often it can slide right up. So I've got to be careful here. But this is a lot of stuff it broke through. ATR, 2 fibs. But look at that, a hangman at the high. That's a reversal sign, guys. That's a very definite hangman. Remember the old hangman game? There it is. So that means a turnaround on a trend. Now you got it on the 5-minute over here too. So we have a strong sign, and there it goes, a strong sign of a turnaround. So you have to be looking for that. See if it breaks through this and keeps going. We'll take a look. Now down here would be the area where it's kind of consolidated. It might should go the length. The hangman would pretty much go the length of the last candle. You can count on it, but it started above it. So maybe in this area, the pattern would call like in the 44 range, stop 40-cent range, maybe right in here. If you look at that distance and apply it to over here, it's not quite as long, so it's like right around here. Let's see how accurate the candle calls it. I'll play it off that range. Let's see if it gets down there. It's going to break the 57 line. Learn your patterns, guys. The Candlestick Pattern Playbook. Learn the strategy. Day Trading Volume 1. These are all no-brainers to get in to try to help you on your journey. And do it in a sim first. Learn in a sim. Everybody trades in a sim. I've had people laugh like, oh, it's just ignorance if you think that professional traders don't trade in a sim. I'm going to take that. What did I get that at? So that was it hit 44 for a second. Oh, I didn't reverse. I just sold. Oh, man. I'm going to buying back in. Damn it. Now I'm at 66. I meant to reverse. I feel stupid now. I'm still a little worried about what happened up there. Oh, man. I got it way up here. I didn't mean to do that. That's terrible. Well, let's hope it goes back up. I broke the 5K anyway. That was a mistake. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what to do with this position because it's kind of just coming up with 3 black crows after a hangman. It went down here. Now remember, I'm disregarding the wicks because of the sensitivity of my... look at that. I didn't even see that. I was looking at the smaller moves. There is a really nice bull flag, and it went up. That's the rest of that bull flag. Even with that went up. So bull flags, you go the length of the pole. So you start at the bottom here. So if you counted that wick as part of the pole, which I really wouldn't, it foretold that move. So I miss these things sometimes, I'm looking at smaller ones, and then I forget to look at the bigger pictures, which is all what I used to look at. And now I'm caught up in these small moves because they foretell so accurately. It's kind of amazing. Like a bull flag's 82% accurate if you read the book. 82% of the time. Who wouldn't want to take a chance on that, Now, that's usually not a perfect sign, but, so you might have waited, or held and just watched it, and then it went boom, Yeah, I'm in not a great position, but I banked a whole bunch, so I'm not sure how much I think I was only out of position for like 4 seconds. So it's not that I really lost money. I mean, I lost some money, but only 4 seconds worth of, and it probably was 200 or 300 bucks. If I had reversed, I'd have been way down here. That's where I thought I reversed. So that would have been 20. Oh my God, I don't even want to, I just figured that out. That's $400. Oh well. Yeah, that was about $400. So I'd be closer to 7,000 if I didn't push the wrong button. It happens. It happens. Now, some people never reverse. It's definitely more advanced to manage a bad position. I just feel I can do it. It's backfired on me for sure. So everybody has their own way of trading. Just make sure you have a max loss per trade, max loss per day. Follow those along. I'll probably reverse off that ATR or that fib area up there. How much that's going to be? We've got about 6-7 minutes left. Is it going to break the ATR? Give it a sec. That might be it. And I missed it. It hit 80. Did it hit? Yeah, it's barely getting. Oh, that was it. See, just the chance that it would stop there, lots of people jump out. They don't want to miss it. So you have to kind of guesstimate sometimes, and I almost did. I was like twitch. Oh, whoa, there you go. I was twitching there. Can it hit 90? I'll do it there. So now I'm short again. It's a big chance. Just looked at the scalping indicator, told me now I'm going to actually go back long again and bank that. I just realized this was gradually going up, and it had pretty higher volume. So my position's 132.88, so I'm right here. Now I'm counting on it to break the ATR, but we'll see. Did that just pull up? This just pulled up, didn't it? I saw these arrows get up here. That's more things that are going to push me down. But at the same time, if this point of control is kind of like a burst of energy for this, when people see this, that's all it is. It's just people see it, and then they go, oh, it's going to go up, and then everybody jumps on, and it's just sort of like it happens because of the collective self-fulfilling prophecy of everybody seeing it. It's emotion that it just seemed like it just came up again. Okay, so that's a rickshaw man. That's a sign of a reversal, so let's be careful here. Yeah, is it actually going to reverse? Oh, man, I should have snagged it right there. Damn. I saw it, I called it, and I didn't get out of it. Jeez. I mean, overall, I'm playing this long, guys. I mean, so I feel like if I've made a mistake, I'd rather be in a long position than a short position, that it's going to go long today, So that's why I have more confidence, and that's why I jumped out of those shorts sometimes with almost nonsensically, because I was just like, no, it's unclear. It's consolidating. I want to be in the long when it does that, not short. But I saw that rickshaw man on the fib, and I'm going, that's going to go down, right? There's an ATR there. And then, boom! I could have capitalized on that. And then reversed as it came back up, right? So, yeah, this could be it for the move, guys. I want to make sure I hold on to 6K. It does seem to be stopping here. I was kind of waiting to see if it got back up to the high here. Right around the high, I would definitely get out. At this point, I'll probably just sell, because this is starting to weirdly consolidate, and we're near the end of our time. So I'm getting ready to pull out. I'd like to make 7K if I can. Now that's my goal. So there it is. Let's see if we can finish this candle going up. Come on. 33.7. It's probably 50 to 100 bucks of slippage. I'll just take that. Yep, 7,147. I'm out, guys. I know I'm about 3 minutes early. So 27 minutes. No, I got in 2 minutes early, right? So 29 minutes for me. See it go up. Oh my God, there's another $200-300. That could have been 7,500, and it's still going. So pretty much everybody's still in the play. I start to get this feeling when I'm calling them wrong, or like I missed that move. I get sort of decision fatigue, and when I feel that way, I say to myself, just take a break for a little bit or stop for the day. The thing is that the whole FOMO thing is kind of stupid because there's always a trade on a different stock, whatever it might be. There's always some sort of opportunity, always. So you don't. If I miss this move, I know I'm going to get another move somewhere, or lose a move. I'm not always successful, obviously, just like anybody. But guys, this is this strategy. It's amazing. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. This is the RV strategy. It's got the book is there, or there's videos in the archives. So please check that out and be careful out there. Stay inquisitive. Try to learn all these different strategies. Make sure they're showing them being traded if you're learning from somebody. And then trade in a sim and practice. And just always stay inquisitive and stay green, guys. Go green. All right. I'll see you next time.